Right in the middle of Tokyo's endless concrete grid sits a massive, quiet void. The Imperial Palace grounds cover over 2 million square meters, acting as the geographic and historic center of the city. Every morning, crowds gather at the Kokyo-Gaien Plaza. They come to stand at the edge of the palace moat and photograph the primary threshold to the emperor's residence. Look at almost any travel guide, and you will see the same picture. The elegant, twin-arched stone bridge in the foreground is almost universally and incorrectly referred to by visitors as Nijubashi, or the double bridge. The actual Nijubashi is the severe iron truss structure hiding directly behind it, sitting higher up and completely out of public reach. This iron bridge is deliberately sealed off. It serves as an active barrier protecting the inner sanctum, while concealing the specific structural mechanics that have allowed it to survive since the 19th century. The name double bridge predates the iron structure. It comes from the original Edo period wooden bridge that once spanned this moat, which required an extra layer of heavy wooden beams to support its own weight. During the Meiji era, that wooden crossing was torn down. In 1888, it was replaced by a wrought iron structure fabricated in Germany. 35 years later, the bridge faced an absolute trial. In September 1923, the Great Kanto earthquake struck, tearing a massive seismic rupture beneath the region. The violent shaking and the firestorms that followed leveled nearly everything for miles around the palace, leaving Tokyo a vast expanse of flattened ruins. Yet in the center of that total destruction, the 1888 iron bridge emerged with no appreciable damage. The structure survived through a rigorous approach to seismic engineering, specifically designed to withstand the violent forces that routinely threatened the Japanese archipelago. Decades later, civil engineers conducted a detailed investigation into the official Imperial Household Agency blueprints to understand how the structure actually performed. The blueprints revealed a 3-hinged arch. When seismic waves hit, this geometry flexes at the hinges, transferring kinetic energy down toward the bases. To absorb that load, fabricators embedded rigid brick struts deep into a massive concrete foundation, locking the thrust directly into the earth. The iron bridge relied on modern industrial foundations, but it was anchored into something much older, the 17th century stone embankments of Edo Castle, which also withstood the 1923 quake without collapsing. The same engineering reports analyzed these massive castle walls, documenting a historical construction method that anticipated seismic threats centuries before modern structural math. The facing stones are carved into pyramids, with their tapered tails driven deep into the embankment, locking firmly together. Behind this is a matrix of loose backfill. During a quake, this material shifts and compresses, absorbing shockwaves while the locked stones hold the exterior intact. The stability comes from 2 distinct eras overlapping. It combines the flexible masonry of 17th century samurai with the kinetic distribution of 19th century European metallurgy. Today, the iron Nijubashi remains largely in silence. It is heavily guarded by the Imperial Police and permanently sealed off from the thousands of tourists who photograph it daily. This deep isolation is built into the site's history. Dating back to its time as the Tokugawa stronghold, the inner grounds have operated as a fortress of strict seclusion, defined by massive closed gates and lone sentries. The closed bridge enforces a physical separation. It maintains the distance between the pace of the public city and the reverence expected for the emperor's residence. There is a rare exception. Twice a year, on January 2nd for the New Year greeting, and on February 23rd for the emperor's birthday, the barricades are removed and the public is permitted to cross. Walking over the stone and iron spans creates a sharp spatial transition. Visitors leave behind the glass skyscrapers of Marunouchi, stepping directly into a space defined by meticulously kept gardens and sweeping moats. Tens of thousands of people filter into the East Court, gathering to greet the imperial family as they appear on the balcony of the Chowaden Hall. The Nijubashi is more than just a bridge. It is a silent, unyielding guardian that serves as an unbroken link between the people and the throne, anchoring Japan's feudal past within its modern present.